There's an important rule change coming in 2026, and it affects how those contributions must be made, and it all depends on your wages from your current employer. I'm Clayton Boone with World Investment Advisors. Today, we're breaking down the Roth catch-up rule, who it applies to, and what you need to know as we move into 2026. First, we'll start with contribution limits for 2026, and then we'll walk through exactly what's changing. For employer-sponsored retirement plans like 401ks and 403bs, the standard employee deferral limit in 2026 is $24,500. But if you're 50 or older, you can make additional catch-up contributions beyond that amount, and that limit is $8,000. So in total, eligible participants who are 50 and up can defer up to $32,500 for the year, depending on their plan's rules. Now here's where the change comes in. Beginning in 2026, catch-up contributions must be made as Roth contributions if your prior year W-2 wages from the employer sponsoring the retirement plan were $150,000 or more. So who does this apply to? It applies to participants aged 50 or older contributing to employer-sponsored retirement plans like 401ks and 403bs, and only if prior year W-2 wages from that employer sponsoring the plan are at least $150,000. Now, one question we often get is, does this rule apply to IRAs? And no, it does not apply to IRAs. So why does this new rule matter? Well, while the total contribution limits aren't changing, the tax treatment of the catch-up portion is. So that means while your ability to save the same total amount doesn't change, your take-home pay might, depending on whether your catch-up dollars switch from being pre-tax to Roth. So this change isn't about saving more or less. It's about making sure your contributions are handled correctly under the new IRS rules. If you're using or planning to use catch-up contributions in 2026, it's important to know how this new Roth requirement affects your situation, and to make sure that your payroll elections and plan settings are updated correctly. If you'd like help reviewing your options or confirming that your catch-up deferrals comply with this new rule, simply schedule a meeting using the QR code above my shoulder, and we'll walk through what applies to you and also make sure that everything is structured the right way. If you like this content, be sure and check out our other videos. And also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page. Till next time, I'm Clayton Boone with World Investment Advisors.